Peace, 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 peace. Peace with the hair grease. I am 9, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am 9 at YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. Hit that like. Go ahead and drop a 9 in the comments if you're not a speaker. If you're a speaker, drop a comment. If nothing else, let your name be seen. Put your energy on here. But, man, I just burned my lip. I'm trying to be cool. But yeah, I just burned my lip. Kind of like hurt. I ain't going to hold y'all up. But yeah, I'm at the park vibing, so don't be like, man, Nina over there medicating and driving. I'm at the park vibing. This is where I wanted to come shoot this video at. I thought about the video, and I chose this particular location, so it's not random. Check this out, though. I don't know who need to hear this, but I'm gonna need y'all to start researching who you are, where you came from, who's your mom, who's her mom, who's her mom's mom, who her dad's dad. Like, start getting around elders, bridge the gap between the youth and the elders, and start asking questions. People love the shit out of me because that's all I do is ask questions like an innocent child. Like, I be asking questions like a mug, maybe simple questions, but I can give you a complex answer if you got like a question to me. Like, you probably got like a deep question. I know I got that answer for you. But I might have like a simple question like a child could answer it, but I don't hold back on asking. I'm inquisitive. I'm gonna need y'all to start being inquisitive and figure out where y'all came from and stop accepting just whatever. Like, literally, I'm making this video not just for the community, the black community, for lack of better words. This is for the people, period. You feel me? I don't care if you're Greek or Roman. If you want some, like, making a change, trying to bridge the gap and right what's wrong, then it's for you too. You feel me? But, like, literally the Greeks and the Romans and the, the colonizers have messed up not only history, but people's identity. What you mean, nigga? Like, literally our whole identity as people. It's like fucked up. And I ain't even on no race stuff because, you know, at this time, right now, we need people to come together. Like, Black Lives Matter is owned by a white billionaire that's trying to push separatism. Like, and literally, like, Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, when they locked up Huey P. Newton, like, the Panthers with rifles and all that was still getting hemmed up. You know who was, like, doing parades and shutting down streets? It was the white people. Like, that was riding with the Panthers because they was with the cause. Like, they was doing stuff that the blacks couldn't do. So they was using their complexion for the connection, for the elevation as a whole. So we gotta quit. We gotta know who to hate, but and know who to love. But literally, people don't know who they are. If you don't know who you are, you'll never know yourself, your culture, where you came from, how your peoples practice their culture, how your peoples just made it through. You're not like going through a book that someone wrote to colonize you or to enslave your mentality, because that's our birthright to be free thinkers. You could tell a 5-year-old child something what to do. If they feel like it ain't wrong, they might go against you and you have to put them in a corner or be pouting or something like that, because not even the child want to be told what to do because they're free. And they, 9 times out of 10, they have more knowledge than you. Been here before, longer than you, just this time they're in this child frame, but the mind is not. They just can't move. They're immobilized. They need you to lift them up, to hand them stuff, to reteach them things they've forgotten, but they might be older than you. So, like, even the child might not be one to be told what to do, because if nothing else, we was born to be free. That was our birthright. But a lot of times we got displaced and miseducated on who we were, because who we are maybe had posed a threat to whoever was coming to colonize your people. Example number 1. Indians. They call Indians all the time people that are native. And these people, which I'm native, say native because where else would they say? We don't know what to say, just native of this place, indigenous of this place. And you be like, nah, like, come on, man, you black, for lack of better words, or you Moor, or you a Negro, or you a nigger. Like, what you mean you native? Like, I'm native, indigenous of this land, from Africa though, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. But so Indians, what we call Indians. An Indian is a person from India. You feel me? You know, with the red dots, the people with the turbans on, from Islamabad, somewhere in the east, probably practicing Buddha or Hinduism, where the word karma came from. India. Think about it. India, Indians. The people over here in the North America, are not Indian. They will be called native because they lost their tribe from the colonizers taking stuff and burning the information, same as people in Kemet or from Kemet. Because, you know, it was other names before Kemet, other dynasties before Kemet, but most definitely, we're not going to say Egypt, because Egyptians are Anglo-Saxons. Cometians are of African descent. Calling yourself African and being conscious is kind of what's that? An oxymoron. And why you say that name? Because Africanus, look it up. This is like his last name. It's something like Cyprio or something like that, or General. Africanus was the name of the person who Christopher Columbus, quote unquote, they say in history, his story books in the North. Now they say Christopher Columbus discovered America. Africanus was the one who hit Africa with the invasion, with the colonizers, with the surprise we hear niggas. Like, his name was Africanus. So really, like a white person that would call, and this is shout out to my white people, because I got straight love for you. I can't be on here talking against any race, because it only take 7 generations to get any race out of any race. Meaning, like, a person could be mixed. You could have a parent black and white, and you can choose to be a person to have say I was mixed. Say I'm black and white. Say I could choose to have a girl that's black, or I could choose to have a girl that's white. If I choose to have a girl that's white, me being black and white, I could, excuse me, I could reproduce myself. I could impregnate her. Boom, she have a child. Boom, that child finds another, fall in love with another white person. They have a baby. Boom. That baby goes to another white person. Boom. So on and so forth 7 times. But the original was a black woman who had hooked up with a white man, or a white man who had hooked up with a black one. This was the original, but 7 times over, which way whether I go left or right would determine what race that child would be. So I'm saying, like, we all got each other in us. So, and reincarnation is a motherfucker. What you hate, you will become. So I can't sit here and hate anyone, or I will become the one that's hated in the next lifetime. But we all been each other. So that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying they have robbed us from history. So Africanus, back to what I was saying, that's how cold I am. with the memory. Africa, and sticking to the script. Africanus was the person who hit Africa. Colonized, caught us slipping, you know what I mean? Threw us on the boats down the Atlantic slave drive. Africanus, look it up. Africanus. And you break down the syllables, take a couple off, it's African. And that's what we call ourselves because we have no name before that. So literally, we calling ourselves the person who colonized us, who enslaved our peoples, our ancestors. So I don't even think we should be calling ourselves African. I believe Negro is a dead piece of wood. More is the hue of your skin. I believe Jesse Jackson came up with African American. Now we're gonna get to this African American part. If you don't know, this land was already here. People was already on this land, indigenous of the North, you know what I'm saying, North America and the other continents, Canada and everywhere else around this mud. It's no such thing of discovering stuff that's already been here. You feel me? But when people did come over and colonize people, they figured they looked at like Indians that was from India with the same complexion of skin, so they named them Indians. Even if they didn't want to be named Indians, they did all kind of brutal shit to them and made them accept that name, Indians. You feel what I mean? When it's native, but native of what? Because we really don't know native of what tribe. You feel what I'm saying? I come from the Blackfoot tribe. But then you be like, what Blackfoot tribe it comes from? Cherokee. And you be like, Cherokee was one of the 5 civilized tribes. Choctaw, Cherokee, Chickasaw Creek, and Seminole, quote unquote, they say was civilized. That's saying those are the ones who laid down and stayed down, which is bullshit. You feel what I mean? So they're calling people from North America that got the same color skin Indians, and they're not even Indians because they're not from India, never seen India, can hold a conversation with Indian and we'll know what they were saying if they were speaking their language. You know what I'm saying? I already said the Afrikaners part. They got us calling us Afrikaners, Mexicans. They're called Mexicans, Mexican Pride, Mexico. The name that I know of my peoples, because I have peoples that is Mexicans, and I done dug into this. And they're tribal too. You feel what I mean? They come from tribal. They would be the natives. And the Californians. Look that name up. Californians is the tribe that a lot of Mexicans came from before the name Mexican. Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett, the colonizers come from West Virginia and the East on down, colonizing the land and then gets to Texas and other places, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, California, all these places was Mexico. California, you feel what I'm not just the state, California, and they was Californians. And what else? Mayans. They have people thinking Mayans come from Mexicanos. Mayans was black, for lack of better words. You feel what I mean? The word Mayan means chocolate. Tap into the word Mayan, see what Mayan means. The translation or the etymology of Mayan is chocolate. That's why if you ever see the movie Apocalypse, you will see which Mel Gibson wrote and directed. You know, and once you see the movie, it changes the image of people that haven't even read books, but they had the native people or whatever wearing dreadlock wigs, and if you know, like, the hair can't even intertwine like that, doesn't even have those type of fibers, but they rather had did that than have people of this hue playing their peoples, like, because they want to feel like the Mayan pyramids is different than the Kemetic pyramids, but it's all the same from the first peoples, which populated the earth from the oneness. It's where oneness come from, the oneness of Allah and everything else, like the name of the Creator, the oneness. I don't know if y'all know about the 12 women, the 12 men, the 24 elders, with the breath of the oneness that populated earth. You feel what I mean? This is the second earth. Like, we call ourselves humans when we earthlings. Planetarians, like, you dumbing yourself down calling yourself a human. But so what's something else that's been misconstrued and racist? The Latins, the Latinas, the Latinos. Like, sometimes they'll pick like locking in with like the Mexicans and the Spanish over locking in with someone that's black, because they speak similar of the same language, and they feel like that the Latin is one whole nation, and we're not black and we're not this. But in truth be told, like truth be told, everyone comes from Africa. So like same way we got over here, or same way like we're here in North America, and I say we as, and I mean black people, as we all know from the slavery, from the the transatlantic slave drive. So we all know how from Africa we got black folks got over here and was speaking English because the English was the colonizers over here. Why anyone speaking American from this American country? There's no such thing of American language, because the English came over here with their language and did everything else.